Chrisley Knows Best fans can't stomach Savannah Chrisley any longer. They are struggling to empathize with her, but have lost the ability. So, what is the problem with Savannah, and can she get back her following, or is it lost for good? Keep reading for more details on what's wrong with Savannah. Savannah Chrisley became a presence in the reality world with her family on Chrisley Knows Best. They were quirky and entertaining, with patriarch Todd Chrisley saying and doing the most outlandish things. He could get a rise from his kids, wife, and his mother, Nanny Faye. Yet he also made viewers at home laugh at his crazy ideas and extreme bluntness. They often had viewers in hysterics with the way they operated, and it worked for many seasons, even spawning a spin-off for his kids, Chase and Savannah Chrisley. However, in 2022, Todd and his wife, Julie Chrisley, were sentenced to a total of 19 years in prison. Savannah stepped up and became the guardian of her youngest siblings, Grayson and Chloe. She has been candid about the struggles and missing her parents, but she has also talked about prison reform. More so, Savannah is determined to find a way to get her parents released. Her passion is great, but has it turned people off? On her podcast, Unlocked, she gives updates on Todd and Julie. Though Savannah Chrisley remains determined and optimistic, it has become too much for her fans. A Reddit thread was started to discuss how insufferable she has become. The op wrote this: "I have a new perspective of Sassy's whining and complaining. I am so sick and tired of acting like the world is ending, and that she's never going to see her parents again. My father died unexpectedly a few weeks before Christmas. They added they didn't get to say goodbye and do not have the luxury of visits and phone calls as Savannah does. Savannah needs to practice gratitude for what she does have, even if it's not ideal." Other listeners completely agreed that Savannah Chrisley had become too much. Some had also lost their parents, so to be able to have some communication was a luxury. As someone who has lost both of his parents, I can't stomach her. Woe is me, my parents are gone. Bullshit. Wait till you have to bury them. Savannah, I know having parents in prison has to be tough, but she also still has the opportunity to visit, and the financial means to do so, I'm assuming, and can talk on the phone with them. That's what happens when kids only value material things and don't have their own identity. They set all those kids up for failure. She's just pissed that her wild and free days are over. I agree, she has no idea what real grief is until a loved one has died. It a real slap in the face to everyone that has dealt with death. It seems that the followers really want Savannah to be grateful and appreciative. Yes, she does not have her parents around 24/7, but she knows that they are alive, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. Others have not been so lucky, and that is the message they are sending to her. In the world of reality TV, fame can be fleeting, and even the most beloved personalities can fall from grace. This has been the case for Savannah Chrisley, once a darling of the reality TV circuit, best known for her role on the hit series Chrisley Knows Best. Savannah's popularity seemed to soar after the show's debut, with her charm, beauty, and witty humor drawing fans from all walks of life. However, over the years, a significant shift has occurred. Many of the fans who once adored her are now voicing their frustrations, expressing that they can no longer stomach Savannah Chrisley. But what exactly happened? To understand why Savannah Chrisley's public image has soured for many, it's important to explore the various elements of her personal and professional life that may have contributed to this shift. From her rise to fame to her controversies, the reasons behind the fans' growing distaste for Savannah are multifaceted and complex. The early days, a reality TV darling. Savannah Chrisley first became a public figure through her family's reality show, Chrisley Knows Best, which premiered on the USA Network in 2014. The show, centered around her father Todd Chrisley's lavish lifestyle and larger-than-life personality, quickly became a fan favorite. It was clear from the outset that Savannah was being positioned as one of the standout stars of the series. As the eldest daughter of Todd and Julie Chrisley, Savannah's life and personality were key components of the show. She was portrayed as a relatable, down-to-earth young woman with aspirations of becoming a successful businesswoman and a role model for her fans. Savannah's witty one-liners, sassy demeanor, and the dynamic she shared with her family, particularly her father, resonated with many viewers. She was seen as the perfect blend of Southern charm and modern ambition, a contrast to the often over-the-top antics of her father. Fans gravitated toward her because she was a breath of fresh air in a world of reality stars who often seemed out of touch with their audiences. She became the voice of reason in the Chrisley family, and many admired her for her determination to carve out her own path in life. Her early forays into business were also widely praised. She launched a successful beauty brand, Savannah Chrisley Collection, and later expanded into the world of fashion with her line of clothing. Her entrepreneurial spirit, combined with her on-screen persona, earned her a solid fan base of young women who saw her as a role model. The rise of social media, a double-edged sword. As social media grew in influence, so too did Savannah's presence on platforms like Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. At first, her posts were fun and lighthearted, giving fans an inside look at her life beyond the reality show. Savannah became a social media influencer, often sharing glamorous photos, behind-the-scenes glimpses of her personal life, and her thoughts on various topics. Her followers grew, and her brand continued to expand. However, as her social media following grew, so did the pressure to maintain a perfect image. Fans began to see more and more of Savannah's life, and what was once a charming glimpse into her world began to feel more like an exhibition of wealth and privilege. The constant posting of extravagant vacations, luxury purchases, and high-end fashion began to rub some followers the wrong way. What was once a likable portrayal of a young woman, working hard to achieve her goals, started to look more like a carefully curated image, designed to flaunt her status. Many fans felt that Savannah's online persona was beginning to veer into the realm of arrogance. While her family's reality show was built on the premise of their affluent lifestyle, Savannah's social media posts began to feel like a never-ending stream of humble bragging. The stark contrast between her glamorous posts and the struggles that many of her followers faced in their own lives created a disconnect that didn't sit well with her audience's controversial behavior and public drama. As Savannah's fame grew, so did the number of controversies surrounding her. She made headlines for various reasons, some of which alienated her from fans who once supported her. One major incident that caused a stir was her romantic relationships. Savannah's relationship with her ex-fiancé, Nick Curtiles, played out in the public eye for much of their time together. Initially, their relationship seemed like a fairy tale, with the couple regularly sharing photos and videos of their romantic moments on social media. However, when the couple broke off their engagement in 2020, it was anything but amicable. Savannah's fans were taken aback by the bitter fallout, which played out publicly on social media and through interviews. Many followers felt that the drama surrounding her breakup was distasteful and unnecessarily public. Savannah's emotional responses to the split, paired with the constant airing of her personal life, left many fans feeling uncomfortable. Savannah also faced backlash for her behavior and statements on social media. In particular, her outspoken views on various political issues drew criticism from some fans. While it is not uncommon for celebrities to share their political opinions, the way in which Savannah communicated hers often came across as dismissive or confrontational. She has been accused of alienating her audience by sharing controversial opinions without much regard for differing perspectives. In today's polarized political climate, fans are often quick to turn on public figures who do not align with their values or beliefs, and Savannah's posts were no exception. Her frequent outbursts and polarizing stances on social media only contributed to the growing disconnect between her and her followers. Another factor contributing to the negative shift in Savannah's public image is the continued legal troubles of her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley. In 2022, the couple was convicted on charges of tax evasion and bank fraud, and they were sentenced to prison. The scandal surrounding her parents rocked the family's carefully crafted image, and Savannah found herself embroiled in the drama. While some fans stood by the family, others felt that Savannah's involvement in her parents' legal issues, including her defense of them in the media, made her seem complicit. Instead of distancing herself from the controversy, Savannah appeared to embrace her role as the family spokesperson, and many fans felt that her continued support for her parents' actions made her seem less relatable and more tone-deaf to the struggles of ordinary people. The shift in image, from role model to celebrity. As Savannah continued to grow her brand, she seemed to shift from a relatable role model to a full-fledged celebrity. This transformation was not lost on her fans, who began to feel that the woman they once admired had changed. The image of the hard-working young woman trying to make it in the world of business was replaced with that of a celebrity trying to maintain her status in the entertainment industry. Savannah's constant need to be in the public eye, whether through her social media presence, television appearances, or personal drama, made it difficult for many fans to relate to her. Savannah's shift in priorities also became evident in her career. While she had previously shown promise as an entrepreneur, her recent ventures have been criticized for their lack of substance. Some fans feel that she has become more focused on her fame than on creating meaningful products or pursuing genuine passions. Her business endeavors have been seen as just another way to capitalize on her celebrity status, rather than a reflection of a deep commitment to her craft. This perception has left many fans questioning her authenticity and motives. The final straw, the public backlash. Perhaps the final nail in the coffin for many fans came in 2023, when Savannah made headlines once again for the wrong reasons. A controversial interview where she expressed her frustrations with being judged for her family's actions, combined with her continued attempts to portray herself as a victim of public scrutiny, alienated a large portion of her fanbase. Many viewers felt that Savannah's constant victimhood narrative was off-putting, especially considering the privilege and resources she had access to throughout her career. Instead of taking responsibility for her actions and the way they impacted her public image, Savannah seemed to double down on her stance. Fans who had once admired her resilience and work ethic began to feel that she was more interested in perpetuating a victim mentality than in actually addressing her own flaws or shortcomings. The constant barrage of posts about her struggles, combined with her refusal to acknowledge the ways in which her actions contributed to the public's perception of her, left many fans frustrated and disillusioned. Conclusion: the unraveling of a celebrity image. The shift in public opinion about Savannah Chrisley is a complex story of fame, privilege, and personal transformation. While she once represented the archetype of a relatable young woman navigating the challenges of life, her rise to fame has been marred by controversies, self-promotion, and a growing sense of entitlement. Her shift from a role model to a celebrity has alienated many fans, who no longer feel a connection to the woman they once admired. In the ever-changing world of reality TV, fame can be a double-edged sword. Savannah Chrisley's journey is a reminder that staying relevant and likable in the eyes of the public requires more than just being in the spotlight. It requires authenticity, humility, and a genuine connection to one's audience. Whether Savannah can reclaim her former popularity remains to be seen, but for now, many fans have turned their backs on her, finding it increasingly difficult to stomach the persona she has cultivated. Please subscribe for my YouTube channel.